What's up, guys? It's Jamma here, and I am going to go over some of the top swing trades that we had this week. I am going to review why we took them, what to expect next, and where to go from here. These trades, of course, are a lot of them are posted in X as well, Amma_Jamma on X, but many of them are Discord exclusive. Our Discord, you will find link in the comments here, Honeycomb Discord, and also if you'd like to reach out, I can help you get set up. We have an exclusive swing trade WhatsApp page. So this is what I was looking for the most part on PayPal. These contracts hit approximately 120% 2 days ago, and this was what we were watching. All right, so it was this day right here that we had that set up that we really liked. I'm going to turn off the volume profile for now so we can really get a clean chart. And we were testing this shoulder right at this wick here. So what I liked about this trade is once we broke over the low of this shoulder right here, I felt really good about entry because we have a reasonable risk reward at that time. We knew what our entry was, and I knew what my targets were. I was looking for a couple targets here. First one was our neck break target. We wanted to break some neck there. Second target was going to be the gap fill right here, and or gap bottom right there. And the third beautiful dream target is going to be this gap fill. All right. So we've got a lot of reward on the table for this trade because our stop loss is going to be just below that wick low. So our stop loss is ridiculously great because if that's our entry and we stop if we lose that daily low, open and close, here's our stop candle. This is our risk, all right? So for our risk reward, that's our risk bar. And then what's our reward bar? Well, just for target one, here's our reward bar, which we hit target one, by the way, in 3 days. All right, we hit approximately 120%. I've trimmed since then, and we have gone from there. So that's the risk bar for target one. And then here's our reward bar for target two. And finally, our reward bar for target three. So overall, all right, and this is why we are very successful in Honeycomb in general with swing trading is we have this insanely tight risk reward. If we put these together in one line, and this is our reward if we hit all three targets versus this risk, that means for every dollar we're risking, we're making approximately $10 because it's at least a 1 to 10 risk reward. And then even if we sold it all at target one, we've got a 1 to 3 risk reward on that. What does that mean? That means if we lose this wick and we stop out, we could keep retrying. We break back above our entry, we take another entry. We could lose this trade 4 times, 3 out of 4 times, and win it the 4th time and still break even because we have a reasonable risk reward set up for this trade. So anyone, this one blew past target. What are we watching for here? I really want to see, I don't want to see a daily candle open and close below our neckline. We're still at the neckline. We're good. Not too concerned about it. For everybody asking, I missed my entry? What do I do now? Don't fear. We have another really great setup on this. And once we break back over and we open a daily candle above that $68, all right, that's going to be our entry for our bonus entry here. There's our risk box, or our reward box, excuse me. And then stop loss is going to be the loss of that daily candle right here. So we've got a nice 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk reward even right there. So on that trade, today's high would be our stop loss if we lost that by taking entry at $68 and just playing the gap fill. So that's your second chance on that. That one's what we're looking for on PayPal. I am currently in the March 16th calls on PayPal. Let me pull it up for you. I'm in March 15th. March 15th calls here, and March 15th calls were up 40%. I have 4 left out of 10. I also have 100 PayPal shares at 16%. Trade 2. Amazon's one we took yesterday. This was also exclusive. And what we are looking for this one is the following. All right, let me put on a shorter time frame. We took this off of yesterday's low And this is it. Very simple here. Little cup and handle. I really liked what was going on here for our entry. As you could see, our entry was exactly here. This is one I was exclusive to our live trading. All right. We gave this entry yesterday during live trading. If you're interested in the live trading in the Discord, it is free for a limited time. We're going to close up this room soon. Discord.gg/honeycomb options. That's the Discord. Or you can check myself out at Amma_Jamma on X. I live trade in both places. This was a live trading exclusive. I gave you the contracts and everything. So that was our entry right here, and it was very simple. It was the pickup of our support. We broke past this heavy resistance, this right here. All right, we had this chop. I call it chop shitty, like chop suey, but really bad. So that's what I call it. And if we put on this VRVP, look at that. This is our highest volume point for the last 30, 60 days. We bounced off that, proven support. And then as we broke that yesterday's previous high, boom, we were in. We had our risk reward perfectly worked out here. All right. We knew our 60-day volume profile, our 60-day line, which was right here that we bounced at. There's our stop loss. So let's show you this one. What's our stop loss? There's our stop loss box. All right. And then let's look at our target boxes. Okay. So we always, and that's one of the claims I make in the Honeycombs Discord, is our risk reward always makes sense. We're not playing percents. We're playing targets. We're playing where this chart looks good, where the risk should be, where the reward should be, and always making sure it makes sense. So there you have it, a 1 to 3 risk reward. We already hit target 1 this morning. We hit approximately 40% up. The date I have on those is, and again, these were exclusive to the live trading. I have February 2nd, and I'm still up 30% on the contracts I have left. So target 1 was this trend line, as we can see, along with the wick high from back here, way back here. There's our target 1, and then our target 2 is this area here. Reasonable target for target 1 and a little lofty target for target 2. Of course, we trim out. And if target 2 ends up hitting, I mean, once again, my God, we have this, 1 to 8 risk reward on this trade, and we understand exactly where our support is. This is exactly where we need to hold. So beautiful trade, worked out nicely. Vail's another one I closed yesterday. As you can see, let's put on the daily for this one. This was one we closed yesterday at approximately 350% profits after sliding up our stop loss. We took this entry in another one. Perfect risk, fantastic risk reward here. So we entered this trade right here. All right, confirmation candle, this candle right here, we entered the trade. We knew, and it was actually right towards the top of this trade because we were green the first day. So this was entry right here. And I knew if we break this wick high, I'm out. Doesn't matter. We're out if we break this wick high. What are we holding this for, boys and girls? There's no reason to hold this. The trade went upside down. Re-enter the trade. If you don't want to sell, you don't want to take the loss, re-enter the trade. All right. Our targets on this one were 1540 was target 1 down here. And then target 2 was $14.30. We had a couple really nice targets on this one. So here's target 2. All right. Even if we are selling most of them at target 1, we have insane 1 to 2 risk reward on target 1. Look at this target 2 risk reward on this trade. Once again, a 1 to 5, 1 to 6. What does that mean? That means if we have a 1 to 5 risk reward, that means we could try this trade 5 times. And 4 of the times it doesn't work out and the 5th one does, we still end up green. Most of you that are struggling and not making money trading, but have a pretty decent technical knowledge of trading, I guarantee if you go back and look at this last 60 days of your trades, you are probably green. You are probably green on your win rate. You've probably won more than you've lost. Okay. And your problem is your risk profile. So this is another one. I have skimmed out of a lot of my position. I have 1 left because we hit our long-term target 1. This was alerted December 1st on X and in Discord. Our entry was the break of this resistance. And this was a beautiful trade because we have this solid accumulation zone. All right. And I knew exactly what I was looking for at this one as well. All right. I knew target 1 was going to be our point of control. It's a yearly point of control. We go back to February 2022. Here's our yearly point of control right there. We're going to hit our head a little bit there. So we knew, here's target 1. All right, no problem. That's fine. That was our entry right here. So there is our profit. There's our profit potential for target 1. And we know our stop loss is going to be the break back into the wedge. So even if we held the stop loss all the way below our accumulation zone, not the greatest risk reward on that, but it still makes sense. We could still lose this trade 50% of the time and be okay. And then, so there's our target 1. Of course, we blasted right past it, and we knew target 2 was going to be up here, because this is where we have a habit of ending up when we take this trade. This is one of the beautiful accumulation distribution zones. We have, and then, so once again, another one that worked out beautifully. This was alerted back in the beginning of December and up about 800%. The reason I was updating this one is we did hit our long-term target 2. So we've hit 4 out of 5 targets, and target 3, of course, is our all-time high for target 5. Intel's another one we took a couple days ago. We hit as high as 70% up on this one. Here is our chart, and here's the reality of exactly what I was looking for. This one was pretty stinking simple, all right? If we put a fibs on the last breakout we had, which was this low to our relative high, all right there, we held the 25% and we started pushing. And on top of that, it was a previous support and resistance line. That's literally how simple this trade was. We had some bullish volume picking up. We have CPU, we have, computer in general, very bullish. Nice little pullback off the bounce here. And it had a reasonable risk reward. Even though it wasn't a lot of different things we were looking at overall on this trade, I knew that we could ride this at least up into 5126 is ultimately what I'm looking for, is that full retrace. But this one is very simple. We had the volume kicking up. I like the support pickup. I knew my stop loss was going to be at the loss of that low where we bounced. So there's our stop loss. Here's where we entered it. And then there's our target. We have not hit a target yet, and we're already up 50%. So even if I was to sell some here, because we did start to slow down today, I'm still at over a 1-to-1 risk reward, even though I sold early, and that's okay. Because if I sold some here, we're still at like a 1.5-to-1 risk reward. Perfect. Love to see it. Baba again. Second chart. We bought this yesterday. We hit about 40% up this morning. I really like this one. We have a couple things. Baba news is weird. We have the China bailout they're talking about. But we also have that news of, China government kind of banning taking short positions on indexes. Strange stuff. Our 30-day point of control, our 60-day point of control, as a matter of fact, we broke through this morning. This was more so a catalyst-driven setup where I understood that either way, and everybody understood that, took it with me. The loss of yesterday's low, we were going to sell out of this trade and close it. And then it's more a lotto, so a 1-to-1 risk reward is approximately what I'm looking for. But I'm looking for the top of this range here. We took it yesterday right off the hold of this wick high. So our entry was right here, and we're up about 40%. So that's a Baba trade, a little bit more news-based than anything else. Just seemed like the time. Again, SoFi is going to be an exclusive setup I'm giving you today. All right, we've got this fibs. We keep losing the 618 fibs. So we've got an interesting setup on this one. And this is one I'm definitely watching, because we did bounce off of our, 6-month point of control, and then we lost it. So what we're looking for on this, let me get rid of this. For in general, for SoFi, if we could get a break back over $8.40, I really like this for a bullish trade up to $9.32. However, if we lose $7.20 again, and I know this is a 15% range in between them, I'm not taking anything in between them. The risk reward doesn't make sense. Then I expect a full pullback. All right, so I would be looking for this profitability on. So that's one to watch. Watch 840 on the upside and 720 on the downside. Finally, WBA is one we played in the Discord yesterday. very, very nice. It worked out nice. It's sold off since then. We double dipped this one for about 40 to 50%. It was not a long-term hold. This is not a company I am investing in. This is a company I'm trading actively. So, and it was as simple as this. I took the 618 bounce and it was a little, I didn't wait for that confirmation break of the 0.50 because the market was very bullish. And I understood I was going to sell this trade at the loss of the wick. We took it that day as soon as we started breaking over that golden zone. And our target was essentially the 0.50 retrace. So we had a decent 1-to-1, 1-to-2 risk reward on that. We have closed it out since. We double dipped this one. It was a really great setup. All right, so that's the main swings I had this week. And I hope you guys come check us out our live trading tomorrow. So I will see you in Discord or on Twitter 10 minutes before market open. Bye, everybody.